BMW 2A82 test the intake VANOS solenoid before approving costly timing work. Most often, dirty oil or a sticking intake VANOS solenoid delays camshaft movement. Check oil condition and swap test the two VANOS solenoids first. Code 2A82 means the BMW DME commanded intake camshaft timing, but the VANOS system did not reach the expected position quickly enough. It identifies a control performance problem, not automatically a failed camshaft or timing chain. You'll see 2A82 most often on BMWs using N52 and N54 engines, including E93 series, E65 series, and E70 X5 models. N55 equipped BMWs can show related VANOS faults, so verify the exact DME description. The check engine light may be the only clue. A worst case brings a rough idle, weak low-speed pull, hesitation, longer cranking, reduced power mode, or rattly running after startup because intake valve timing is not following the DME's request. With normal oil pressure, smooth running, and no red oil warning, a short gentle drive to diagnose it is usually reasonable. Stop the engine for an oil pressure warning, loud metallic rattle, repeated stalling, severe shaking, overheating, or rapidly worsening power. Start with low, overdue, incorrect, or sludge-contaminated engine oil. Correcting that may cost only an oil service. Next is a dirty or sticking intake VANOS solenoid, commonly the least expensive failed component and often cleanable before replacement. After that, inspect the solenoid connector, damaged wiring, the oil filter, and its cap center cage. On some BMW engines, clogged oil passages or weak VANOS check valves slow response. These are moderate cost problems, not reasons to condemn the engine. Less common causes include poor oil pressure, a failing camshaft position sensor, worn camshaft, bearing ledges, or sealing rings on some N52 and N54 applications, and mechanical timing wear. Those deeper faults can move the bill from hundreds into thousands. Park your BMW level, let the engine cool, and gather gloves, basic sockets, electrical contact cleaner, and an OBD2 scanner that reads BMW manufacturer codes and live camshaft data. Phone and handheld scanners are available at carcodesauto.com. First, scan every BMW DME code before clearing anything, save freeze frame data, and note companion faults such as 2A87 for exhaust VANOS, camshaft sensor codes, misfires, or oil pressure warnings. Multiple timing faults point beyond one isolated intake solenoid. Second, check the dipstick if your BMW has one. Otherwise, use the iDrive electronic oil level check exactly as the owner's manual describes. Confirm the level is correct, then inspect service records for BMW approved oil viscosity and an overdue filter. Third, pop the hood and locate the two VANOS solenoids at the front of the BMW cylinder head. With the ignition off, inspect both plugs for oil, corrosion, bent terminals, broken locking tabs, or wiring rubbed through near the connectors. Fourth, label intake and exhaust, then remove both solenoids. On engines where the solenoids are identical, swap their positions, reconnect them, clear the codes, and complete a brief gentle drive cycle. Confirm interchangeability for your BMW engine before swapping. If the fault changes from 2A82 intake to 2A87 exhaust, the move solenoid is the strong suspect. That closes the expensive mistake from the opening. Replace the bad solenoid, not the timing chain or complete VANOS system. If the code stays on intake, remove the solenoids again and inspect their screens for sludge or metallic debris. Clean only with a sensor-safe product, let them dry, lubricate the seals with clean engine oil, and reinstall without forcing the connectors. Now, use the scanner to compare commanded and actual intake camshaft angles while idling and during a light rever. A persistent intake deviation with a known good solenoid shifts attention to oil supply, wiring, the camshaft sensor, or mechanical VANOS operation. An oil and filter service typically runs about $80 to $180 or $70 to $170. Cleaning is mostly labor. A quality VANOS solenoid is often roughly $100 to $250 or $90 to $230 DIY. Workshop totals can reach $250 to $500. Wiring or sensor repairs may land around $150 to $600 or $140 to $550. Oil pressure diagnosis, check valves, cam ledge repair, or timing work can range from several hundred past $3,000 or $2,800. Don't authorize those before the swap test and pressure checks. If 2A82 follows the intake solenoid when moved to the exhaust position, replace that solenoid. If it stays on intake with correct oil and wiring, book BMW specific oil pressure and cam timing diagnosis before buying more parts.